It's very challenging to actually follow the animals consistently to get the biography. The length of time is important, and it's important to have continuity in the story. And so our cameramen always had to be out there, and they always had to be with those animals. And there's illness, there's factors you have to factor in. Cameramen have personal lives, some of them get married, and just the logistics of making sure that at any given point there were at least 3 crews out there with the animals, and obviously keeping them sane and relatively healthy and happy in a very hard environment was quite challenging from my side of it. I think from their side of it, the most challenging thing was actually being out there and doing it. We have been in that area for 4 years. For this particular series, we filmed for nearly 2 years. They pretty much live that life most of the time, and so there's a whole behind the scenes, behind the cameraman scenes operation to keep them fit and healthy and happy and carrying on doing what they're doing. You've got to have a love for the bush, for being out there. You've got to not be too attached to the comforts that normal people take for granted, I think. But also, once you're out there, it's surprisingly easy. You see how beautiful it is waking up in the bush, seeing those sights and smelling those smells, and it really does become very much a way of life, and it becomes quite easy to be in the bush. But I also don't think our cameramen think of it as huge sacrifices. A lot of them, all of them have lived in the bush. They are bush people. This is a way of life that they've chosen and have been doing for many, many, many years. It's not that they've come from the city into the bush and had to make that adjustment. They just fundamentally are comfortable in that zone. And you would probably find that they're less comfortable in a city, and they almost have to make the adjustment to come out of the bush.